I wanted to start off this video by commenting about, you guys are going to laugh at this shit. You know, you can go find Irwin Soto, you can find Donny and his zillion Instagram accounts. They're easy to find. Irwin's a little bit more harder because I think he has kids, he's got a wife, and he's got to play the family man. But hopefully he's going through a divorce right now. Hopefully his wife realizes what a fucking scumbag he is, because it's on the internet now. It's not hard for his kids to go take a peek and like, well, hey, daddy, I didn't know you were such a piece of shit. I didn't know you were a thief. So I thought you'd get a kick out of this. Check out this picture here. I just thought I'd just break the ice here. And that is a picture of Irwin Soto with some hooker on a street corner. He's trying to pick her up. And from what I understand, that's actually, he ended up marrying her, and that's his wife. But that's actually the street corner that Irwin picked her up years ago when she was fucking, turning tricks on the street. This is before the internet and Craigslist and all that shit. So he's like, let's reenact the where we were. He's gonna, oh my god, the fucking street sign's there. Let's just do it. And they're having an anniversary thing, and they're gonna go home and maybe get a monkey in the bedroom, or call up Donny. Donny will be licking Irwin's asshole and all that shit too. So anyway, thought it was a funny picture. So let's go on to another one I found. I thought you would get a kick out of this. Here's Donny and Irwin trying to figure out who's going to suck each other's dicks that night. They're kind of awkward about it because they don't want to come out of the fucking closet because Irwin's married. And, this is how their romance blossomed. And then they decided, hey, well, let's get involved in Amazon, and I can take your experience, your photography experience with food, and I can take Irwin, whatever that fucker was good at. And they're like, we both like each other's cocks, and, now we can maybe put together a fraudulent operation where we steal money from people and then, act like cowards when it doesn't work out and we get pushback. So there's that. I'm not sure which one, from what I heard, Donny or Irwin. I think it's Donny. He's thinking to himself, God, I don't know how to tell Irwin. Like, how do I tell him that I just want to fuck the farts out of his ass? And then this one's a good one too. Here is Irwin and Donny, and she was a hooker, but I think that's his wife now, Irwin's wife. And they're trying to figure out who's going to be on top, who's going to be on bottom, who's going to penetrate the wife, who's going to stick it in Irwin's ass. Donny probably is the biggest homo of the group. So that's what's going on there. And then there's Donny, his shirtless bathroom picture. How strong do you feel now, Donny? How strong do you feel now? Because the doors are closing in on you, motherfucker. You better, best advice, take a fucking plane trip and stay in the Philippines where you fucking belong. Because I know you're always there with your foodie network. Yeah. And then there's a picture of Donny as a kid, and that guy, I don't know, maybe he looks like a child molester. I don't know, I think it's his dad. Happy Father's Day, Pops. Who knows? Based on Donny, it's probably a fake fucking picture. That's the guy who probably groomed him to be a fucking fraudster and just fuck people out of money. Years later, he would grow up into the piece of shit that Donny is today. So that's the guy we have to thank for everything. Okay. And one more. That's just picture off of their profile. Donny.Kimimi. I thought it was kind of relevant because he'll be seeing that guy soon. Take a good look. It's going to be relevant, Donny. Probably bring the dog. I would love to see that fucking dog just maul the shit out of Donny. Like, imagine that. Donny's in the house. They ram the door down. Donny, we got a warrant for your arrest. It's the FBI. And they got the dogs out there. Donny runs out the back. Picture this visual. He runs out the back. They sick the dog on him. And this dog fucking mauls him and bites him in the ass. And then he's thrown in the back of a squad car in handcuffs. And that's it. So here's another... I thought you'd get a kick out of this screenshot. So this is like one of the last correspondence Irwin responded with me with. I mean, this is February 13th. I was so pissed at that point, and I wanted to have a meeting with him because this is when I knew things were going to go sideways, and I knew they were fucking full of shit, and I was going to lay into him. And this son of a bitch, we had a meeting scheduled, and he didn't even bother showing up. And then he gives me this... he had a, he had an emergency in the family and whatever. And this is my response. I'm the response in blue there. They got to figure out where I want to go. What's happening over the last 8 months now has evolved into unacceptable. And then here's a funny one on a note. You get the idea here. Irwin is in the gray there. That's his response. When we were cordial, when we were going back and forth when I initially signed up, he was going to move to Austin, Texas. And all these motherfuckers are moving to Austin, Texas, and they're ruining the city. And he's another one of them. Fucking dickhead from New York. You got these people from California, Washington State, Illinois, everywhere. And I'm giving him a little advice of where to go, where to live. And take a look what he says. He's looking to relocate. This should give you an idea of the dollar amount, what he's willing to spend. Find a good area where we can find a rentable house, stay in a year, and look to buy in the same area with houses between $700K and $900K. So that's the kind of money he has to fucking spend on a house. And this was 2 years ago. You be the judge. How much of that money do you think he's putting into his house with his wife and kids that he stole from us from our whole experience? You be the judge. It's kind of just food for thought. So let's get right into it.